Today's class is going to be on the 5 features that Mesa has that actually just tear up the competition. And we're going to get into some competitive analysis. We're going to get into some features that we do with Mesa that absolutely dominate the competition. So the number one question we get from people who call in who want to be a referral partner is, how does the Aldelo Express stand up against, and then just fill in the blank, whatever. How do we stack up against any other of the competitors out in the market? And the answer is, all our included modules make it impossible to compete with Aldelo Express. And that's just a fact. These other companies may have a less expensive product in some cases. It appears to be less expensive. It's just a marketing trick. It is not really, when you start looking at feature for feature, module for module, what they offer versus what we offer, we dominate. It's just plain and simple. The number two question we get then is, why is the Aldelo Express so expensive? And I'm going to tell you that the answer is, it's not. It's that you don't know the value of the product. If you're thinking that it's expensive, you have yet to understand what Aldelo Express brings to the sales process. And as you're going to find out, or if you don't already know, Aldelo Express is not meant to be the low-cost leader. It never was. It never was the intention. That is why we're so selective about who we bring in as referral partners. You have to be able to present the product and show it in this true light in order for them to dominate your competition. And once you do that, you're home free. That is why we do this training, is so we can educate you and get you comfortable with how to talk to the restaurant and present the product. And that's going to be the case with the Mesa product that we're going to talk about today. So the first question I have for you guys is, do you have Mesa on your phone right now? Do you have the Mesa app on your phone? And if not, why the heck not? Why don't you? Take your phone out and scan that QR code. If nothing else, take a screenshot of that and scan it later. But that right there, that QR code will get you to the download. And you can download that software for the Mesa app on your phone. Then you can do things like look up your local Mesa users. You can see who in your area is using Mesa. I do this when I travel. I go into different cities, and then I'll open up my Mesa app to see who's there and who's local. And quite often, I will visit or order online through my Mesa app to have it delivered. But this allows you then to show the product when you are in front of potential clients. You can then bring up the Mesa app and let them see how powerful this is. You can link to the Happy Grill demo store and show them that store on your phone. Now, as you know, Mesa Plus is included with the Aldelo Express point of sale. That in itself is very unusual. Your competition, if they even have a phone app, is going to charge for it. So that right there, it gives you a price advantage over your competition. This is the home screen for the Happy Grill, and as you'll see, it's got just the key store information there. It's got a phone button, a map button, and you can then lock it in as a favorite. That phone button actually works. You touch that, and you can dial the store. There's the basic information. You can see your gift card balance. You can see your loyalty balance. You can see the other gift card balances that you have. All those are available to you there. There's some online promo cards. We also have online coupons that will be only for the store for this online ordering. So the coupons that are valid at the store don't necessarily transfer over to Mesa. You can have your your coupons on Mesa be just online to help drive that business. You can see store photos. You can load different photos for the store to give the online guests the idea of what it would be like if they came in. You can also view or order menu items, depending on if the online store is open, because you can set the hours in the above store to say when you are open and when you're not. And of course, there is the additional store information about the type of food and the prices. Scrolling on down, you're going to find a map to the restaurant. And of course, a share QR code that allows a user to share this app with other people, with their friends. So all this is on the Mesa uh, phone app right now. So if you have not already done so, scan that so that you can get the app on your own phone so that you can use it to show your potential clients. So let's look at the top 5 features. I call them feature of the Mesa app. And the first one we're going to talk about is loyalty and rewards. It's included. It is a very easy program to use, using that QR code to start it. All they have to do is scan that code and get started with it. The restaurant needs to place that code, the QR code, on the tables and on the window, by the register. Everywhere that the customer is going to be needs to have that option there, that QR code. That can simply start the program by just scanning that QR code. It is a multi-store program, meaning that you can have the loyalty rewards earned at all the different locations, and then rewards can be redeemed at all the different locations. Points are tracked in Mesa and kept on the app, and they can be redeemed at any POS, not just on Mesa. So if they are at the point of sale, at the terminal, and want to redeem their points, they can. And as you'll see here in a little while when we show you the setup, there are multiple ways that you can turn those rewards back into spendable dollars at the restaurant. So the number 4 feature is the gift card module. It is included as well. It is, you can use plastic or digital cards with the system. And yes, we can import an existing database. It's a CSV file, and our tech support division will be glad to assist with importing the gift card database from another system into ours. It's just based upon the export from that other system. It uses QR codes and the cameras on the tablet. So if you're going to sell an Android tablet, you need to make sure that it has a camera on the system that can then be used to scan the QR codes. Of course, iPads come with those cameras front and back. It is a multi-store system that is, you can sell at one store and redeem at another, and the system will generate the report to do the balancing for the funds between the 2 stores. So the multi-store capability is quite powerful in our system. Number 3 is the online ordering aspect. And what you're seeing here is an actual website that the system creates. It has its own URL that is then attached to the store. This URL then is then attached to the store's already existing website. So this becomes the shopping cart for that website. And it's instantly created from the database. It creates it populates with all the pictures from the point of sale, as well as pricing. And of course, you can have different price levels. You can have a price level for the store, and you can have a price level for online ordering. So it's quite flexible with regard to the ordering system. You set operating times so when you're going to take orders, and then when you are open, the orders will flow directly to the kitchen. You have an option to look at the order and then send it to the kitchen, but most often if it's already a paid order, all you need to do is just let it be transferred straight to the kitchen from the online system. And then it is determined there by the customer how they entered it, whether it's a delivery or a pickup order. system will determine that through the way the customer entered the order. The number two featured feature is QR code ordering. That is having a QR code that it activates the point of sale and lets the user then use their phone to enter in and pay for their order. This can be done outside the restaurant. It can be done in the restaurant. You can take this QR code and place it in various areas of the restaurant table. They can be ordering and paying for at the table. They can do this in line. If you had a QR code on the floor and somebody saw that and scanned it, they could place their own order and just skip the line. They could even take this QR code and put it out in the parking lot or in a big one in the window so they can scan it without even entering the restaurant for their curbside. This actually takes the place of the kiosk. So you do not have to have a full-blown kiosk in the restaurant. You can have a QR code and take its place. This will then give the option to load the app, or it can say is a browser-based application. So this works on Android, this works on Apple, and it works as a browser-based POS for those systems, for those customers who don't want to load an app on their phone. And the number one feature is QR payments. This is one you should talk about with every customer, every prospect should have a discussion on QR payments. I go into so many different restaurants that don't have this, and it's actually a little bit of a turnoff. I'd much prefer to have that QR code on my receipt that allows me to scan that with my phone and pay for my own order. I can do that at the table, and I don't have to give up my card. In fact, my card never leaves my wallet because I use my Apple Pay. So it's scan and pay at the table for me. It is absolutely the most secure payment method there is. For the restaurant's benefit, it increases the speed of payment. There's no exchange of the card, the server having to go back, swipe that card, bring me the receipt, fill out the tip. There's none of that. It vastly increases the speed of the payment, and therefore it increases the table turns. But I think maybe the most important aspect of this is it's nearly impossible to get a chargeback. This is one way of paying for the system, paying for the order, that is almost impossible to get a chargeback because the customer is the one that's doing the payment on the phone. They can't object to orders as easily because they had to double click their phone in order to make this payment. So it's very difficult for them to do a chargeback when you have the QR payments. This is one you should talk to every restaurant about. On top of that, your competition charges for this. This is a feature that you do not charge for. So let's do this. Let's take a minute and let's let Rodney show us how to set up the system and run through some transactions to give you an idea of how easy this is to do. So let me switch over and we'll let him teach us that.
So here we're going to go over the QR scan and pay. We will not be able to follow the procedure through fruition as it does require the Masa online payment credit card account. So it does require TSEP TID as well as a multi-pass TID. And you do have to make sure the pay by credit card option is enabled under the Masa online settings. Here is an image of the setting that has to be enabled under the store configuration. So under the settings, store config, general config, under the footer section here, you want to make sure that the scan and pay QR for guest check is turned on. And then from the Masa Online Store console, you want to make sure under the Operations tab that the Pay by Credit Card is enabled as well. So we're going to go ahead and initiate that process on the Masa app here. As you see, we are on the Masa app on my mobile device. We're going to go ahead and tap on Stores. So you'll see on the upper left-hand corner, there's a scan option. So I have submitted an order that is pending and needs to be paid. So from here, I would tap on the scan option to pull up the camera. And then we'll scan the QR code that was printed on the guest check. And from here, you will see it does pull up the order. If I did have the online payment credit card account enabled, there would be a button at the bottom that says pay as opposed to the OK, and it will initiate the payment process. And you can choose from any of the tenders that are enabled under the Mesa Online settings for the payment methods accepted. Now we're going to go ahead and sell a gift card. So as you can see here, if I swipe up, you'll see there's a gift card option there. And you'll already see that there already is balance on my gift cards. I can tap on that to view. All right, so you will see that I'm under the gift card tab, and you will see the gift cards I have available. At the bottom of the screen, there is a buy e-gift card button. Go ahead and tap on that. And it will reflect the face values that I have available. You can set up to 5 different face values that you can sell through the Mesa app. And you'll see the $60 option there. Go ahead and tap on that and tap on pay. Now, if you do have security enabled for your payment options, you're going to enter that in. And it will take us to the pay by credit card. You fill out all the information and then pay. I'll go ahead and fast forward here. Now that I'm back to my store, I can go ahead and swipe up and you'll see the gift card balance has been updated. I'll go and tap on gift cards and you'll see the $60 gift card was added in here. You'll see that I can redeem that. So if I'm in store, I can go ahead and scan this when choosing the gift card option. So this is an electronic gift card. And I can also tap on the 3 dots to pull up different options here: send e-gift, add value, or lock. So I can gift this to a friend, or I can add value to this existing gift card here, ending in 013. Okay, I'm going to go back to the storefront for Happy's Grill. I'll go and swipe up here, and you'll see that I do have rewards points enabled. So I do have a rewards card here with no activity. So now that I have rewards points attached to this store, and this was just added today, any orders applied to this profile will generate points. Also, the customer can scan past receipts through the Mesa app scan option, and points can be earned and applied through their Mesa wallet. So I'll go ahead and go to the main store page here. I'll go ahead and scan this receipt here. Now this has already been paid for. I'll go ahead and swipe up, and you'll see that there is an earn reward button there. This will now apply to my rewards card. Go and hit OK, and we'll swipe up, and you'll see that there are rewards points applied now. And also, if the customer has an order history prior to activating the electronic rewards, we can go into the order history and apply points to past orders. So I'll choose an order here. It pulls up the order. I can swipe up, earn rewards, and it applies points from that order there. Now we're going to go back into the rewards. We'll tap on rewards points there. It'll show the history of the orders that applied points to this card here. And now if you noticed earlier, this pay or track button here previously only said track when there was 0 points. The pay option is not present if there are no points available. Now we'll go ahead and tap on the pay or track button, and I'll enter my security here. Now this QR code can be used in store for points redemption by choosing the reward card tender through the Aldelo Express application. Also, when an order is completed, this QR code can be scanned to track points when the track rewards button option is selected. You can tap on the 3 dots. You can actually redeem for gift card if there are redemption offers set up for rewards. So if I tapped on redeem for gift card and enter my code, you'll see that I can redeem points here. I only have enough to redeem 1,000 points for $10. So I'll go ahead and highlight the $10 option and tap on redeem. And I will now have a $10 gift card in my wallet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and switch to the browser version of the Mesa Online. So this is the browser version here. What we're going to focus on is claiming a promo card offer. So we'll scroll down just a bit. So these are the available promos. There is a maximum of 2 promos that can be advertised via Mesa Online. We'll select the Good Morning deal here. And at the bottom of the page, the customer can attempt to claim the offer. If qualified, that promo card will be added to their wallet. We'll go back. Now we'll see our promo cards. And we'll see the promo card that we just added in. So next we're going to go ahead and submit an order. So go back to the main page here, go to order online, and we'll just put a few items in. We'll add that to our cart. Now at the top of the screen, you do see we have 2 items in our cart. We'll go and access the cart here, and you'll see the items within the order here. We'll go and proceed to checkout. And we'll scroll down. If we needed to change the time, we can change the time there. If we want to add a coupon, any qualifying coupons we can use here. And we'll go and hit next. And we get to choose from the following payment options. I'm going to go ahead and choose the e-gift and put in our code. We can apply gratuity. Now you'll see the balance due here. Now we can choose from multiple cards here. As long as the balance can be paid for completely, I can choose from any one of these cards and hit pay. Then the order goes through. You see the order is paid for here. Now if I go back to the storefront, click on the hamburger icon here and click on orders. And you'll see that it is pending, confirmed, and it has to be received from the print server device. I'll go and push that through in the background here. Then once closed, I can go into my order history, and you'll see the order is closed out here. You can go back into the details. These are the items I put in and how they were paid for. All right, so those are the different payment options that can be initiated through Mesa Online. I'll go ahead and hand it back to you, Jerry.
Looks like we're getting all the questions in chat taken care of. Are there any questions that won't be raised by anybody here? Just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Okay, I don't see anything there. So wrapping this up, if you did not download the Mesa app yet, it's kind of a shame on you thing. You need to get that on your phone and you need to show this to your customers. You need to talk about QR payments, gift card loyalty. You need to talk about the online ordering. If they don't do that now, they're missing out on a good portion of business that can be taken through that phone or the website. All this is included and is chargeable by your competition. Use this to your advantage. Make this important to the customer, and that will then take your competitors out of their comfort zone. Well, appreciate your attendance today.